What animal could just wipe out the entire human race if they were fed up with us? Nematodes. Here's some fun facts about our worm overlords. 1. There are 57 billion nematodes per person on Earth, making them 80% of all animals here. They have an incredible reproductive rate. The intestinal roundworm can lay 200,000 eggs in a day. 2. Nematodes are very hardy and are found in diverse and hostile environments, from deserts to Antarctica. 8 species of nematodes have been found to live in Mono Lake, which contains deadly levels of arsenic. When tested, those nematodes were found to be capable of tolerating 500x the lethal dose of arsenic for humans. 3. Many of them are parasitic, including 60 types that prey on humans. That's actually relatively low, considering there are 25,000 parasitic nematodes for vertebrates. 4. You know how the tardigrade gets credit for being one of the few organisms capable of surviving in outer space? Well, the nematode species C. elegans is the only species who has survived a virtually unprotected atmospheric re-entry to Earth during the 2003 Space Columbia disaster. 5. Most nematodes are small, but not all. Placentanema gigantissima can span up to 8 to 9 meters in length and lives in the placenta of sperm whales. Hope you enjoy this bit of trivia. Let's end with a quote by nematologist Nathan Cobb. If all the matter in the universe except nematodes were swept away, our world would still be dimly recognizable. We should find mountains, hills, vales, rivers, lakes and oceans represented by a film of nematodes. Edit. Holy shit. Thanks for the amazing comments. Even those dissing my incorrect spelling of deserts. What I deserve for posting on mobile. And awards everyone. I truly enjoyed your horrified delight, hahaha. There have been a few complaints that my post doesn't answer the question because most nematodes traditionally aren't that dangerous. Emo, that's the whole point of this ask. To find interesting takes on animals that have the potential to destroy humanity. Nematodes having the advantage in sheer number, scale and survivability. But maybe I should explain a hypothetical scenario. Nematodes are integral parts of all areas of the ecosystem, given they've colonized literally every part of the lithosphere. Besides the parasitic ones causing disease not only amongst humans but also our pets and domesticated livestock. Many nematodes are pests for our agricultural crops. They could shut down the human food production chain if they all combine their resources. But maybe there's an easier way. You see, nematodes play a huge role in the carbon cycle. They emit 2% of all carbon emissions from soil, which is equivalent to 15% of all fossil fuel emissions. So maybe all it takes for them to speed up our demise is to breathe harder. Dolphins. 1. Matt Groening. Ants, I would think. I've seen videos of those giant African seifu things walking into people's houses stealing their watermelons. They just sort of go, okay, it's you guys' watermelon. Just stay away from me. Have none of you seriously seen the birds? If rats band together and attack in waves as disease, we are done. Ants. I know the answer is supposed to be ants, but it really sounds like you are describing a Sharknado. We'd all be fucked if the pollinators went on strike. Edit. I changed bees to pollinators to make this post more factually accurate. The emus. I'm looking at you, Australia. Mosquitoes. Edit. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure there's a movie series about this. Planet of the, I can't remember. Humans seems to be pretty fed up with each other a lot of the time. Bats. Apparently. I've played Dishonored a lot, so I believe that rats could eat all the humans easily if they wanted to. Motherfucking honey badgers. Not only are they good guns, but they don't give a shit at all. This question and most of the replies just infer that the animals gain an increase in intelligence in order to cooperate and problem solve to kill us. So by this logic, why has no one even considered chimpanzees? Those bitch-ass raccoons. Flies. They just have to fart on our food or kamikaze down our throats and we'd all die from sickness. Ducks. They would form some sort of alliance with swans and geese, then bully the rabbits into joining. The ducks would use the rabbits to tempt foxes out. The foxes would lure fox hunters and their pack of hounds into traps. Fox hunters are usually posh people with power in government. So ducks. None. There is a reason we are where we are. Even if the wave of ants. The most popular answered here. Flood the earth, we will fight BQCK. We are able to cover the cities in pesticides. We are able to live in sub-zero temperatures. We are able to heat up the planet and flood the areas. We are able to build cities in sea when no ant can reach us. Only humans are able to get rid of humans at this point. And even this is barely possible. Canadians. The approximately 3-5 kilograms of bacteria that call your gut home and control your digestion. They also carry more information in their DNA than you. If they want to wreck their vehicle, you will not stop them. Squirrels. Cats. Humans. Chimpanzees. On DMT. Dolphins. Super smart and crafty. And they have developed pretty advanced communication. For all we know, they've already devised a plan to eradicate us two-legged dimwits, and they're just biding their time to launch the offensive. Dogs. Probably. Approximately 700 million exist globally. In almost all cultures. If dogs knew about the sheer amount of abuse they endure from humans as a species, well, I wouldn't blame them from tearing out our throats when we sleep. My blind old girl would probably just piss on my shoes though. Lol. Cows. Or to be specific, cattle in general. There is 1 billion of heads counted in 2020 and the average weight is around 950 kilograms. So they outweigh us as simple mass. Yes, we're outweighed by other species like ants and termite, but consider this. Statistically, a cow is more dangerous than a shark. So if all the cattle in the world banned together to stop the slaughter of their brethren, we're royally screwed. Cats. I think they're about 80% of the way to making the decision to act, to be honest. Sloths. They would need a bit of speed. But I'm sure those things would have us dead given the chance. Bigfoot. None. The reality is that if there was a species of animals that were advanced enough to wipe us out, they would have already. Currently, humans are the dominant species on this planet. That could change at some point. I think the most likely candidate right now is actually a virus. Especially given how governments don't work together to contain threats, and then you've got some folks who don't even take the shit seriously and take precautions. I mean, maybe monkeys, chimps, gorillas, etc. Or spiders. I heard of monkeys tearing off humans' faces and shite. They're also smart as fuck. Those things are scary. I honestly think none. They must already be fed up with us. We kill their environments and pollute them. What are they gonna do about it? Unless they suddenly gain in cognitive aspects. They can't do anything about it. Wild hogs are some of the more dangerous animals out there. Some people keep pigs as pets because they're one of the smartest domestic animals you can own. Other than parrots, wild hogs are even smarter than that, since they haven't had generations of selective breeding to make them docile and stupid. They're also pretty aggressive. They don't back down when injured but will keep coming at you. Back when humans hunted hogs in packs, they had to use special spears with crossguards so that the hog didn't run down the length of the spear and gore the hunter as easily. Even with a whole pack of humans hunting them, there would often be injuries. Hogs have very sharp tusks, which they sharpen like a rat sharpens its teeth. They're also constantly dragging their tusks through bacteria. So if you even get a minor injury from them, it will get infected. But even if they didn't have infectious tusks, even if they didn't roam in packs, a approximately 300 pounds wild hog could pretty easily kill an unarmed human if it wanted to. If they all became hyper-aggressive towards humans with the intention of killing us, most people in hog-dense states wouldn't stand a chance. All billions of the cows, pigs, sheep, goats, fish, ducks and chickens etc. kept caught, mutilated and killed for their flesh, eggs, feathers, wool and milk. I honestly wouldn't blame them one bit for all what we've paid to have this happen and still pay for. Scorpions. They're everywhere. They just remain hidden. Apex predators of the insect world. They can survive for months without food or water, and their sting can be powerful enough to kill a person if they somehow banded together through some sort of scorpion hive mind telepathy and synchronized an attack. They could really fuck us up. Yes, I live in South Texas and hate scorpions. Spiders. They outdo us 200 to 1. Dolphins. Obviously. The real question is, would they thank us for all the fish? ... A single bat. Nah mate. Magpies. Honestly, I think we will wipe ourselves out of existence. Termites. Global wet, fresh biomass estimate. Humans. 385 million tons. Termites. 445 million tons. Edit. Or bacteria if they all teamed up. Estimated 20,00070,000 x million tons dry weight. Not really an animal though. Hippos probably. They are the deadliest animal in Africa. Besides mosquitoes. Because people don't think of them as dangerous and they tend to hang out at places that are also popular with humans. Near water. A hippo will not eat you. But a hippo will absolutely fuck you up. Maybe not one animal. But as we've already established that none can do the trick alone, I'm going with a combined effort of pollinator species. Worms, ants, mosquitoes and locusts. The pollinator insects go on strike. While the worms and locusts start attacking our crops. The locusts are there to make the whole thing look biblical. Which is sure to decrease morale. Meanwhile, the ants are put on sabotage duty and start swarming power plants, warehouses and hospitals by getting into electronics. Which has the added benefit of maybe starting a fire once in a while. Massive recessions and layoffs follow suit. The mosquitoes are on assassination duty. Specifically targeting humanity's highly educated population as well as members of government to further disorganize us. But leave one world power completely untouched. The blame game begins. Their endgame would be to trigger mass destabilization in order to kickstart World War III and let the humans take over from there. Spiders.